Hey everyone, before I get started, I just want to remind you that if you like my content, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and then join the Militiaman and Crew Patreon community by clicking the link in the caption. Hey, good afternoon everybody. Militiaman and Crew are here today and just wanted to say good afternoon on a Saturday. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm personally going to go to a fair and I'm going to go enjoy some time. But everybody understand that some of the things that are going on in Iraq are pretty exciting. I think everybody should have paid attention to what's been out in the news. In our room today, Samson has loaded the place with wonderful information, so much so that I can't get through it all. I literally, the first 9 or 10 articles that she gave me this morning are just all about digital transformation. And good articles, you guys. You'll find those in Patreon and some of them with the analysis, but you'll also find them in our Discord chat room. It's very vibrant, but there's packed full of information. And all you have to do is scroll up or scroll down throughout today, and you'll have pages of information. It's unbelievable. It's that good, okay? The number of digital banks in Iraq will be greater than the neighboring countries. This is the central bank governor himself today. Al-Alaq, he says the central bank is expected to experience one of the digital banks in the world is an experience that indicates a shift towards a direction that is fully in line with technical developments and their use in the direction that serves various operations. He goes on to say that digital banks are widely spread in the world, and the volume of transactions for those banks reached about $5 trillion annually, and hope that the number will reach about $7 trillion annually by 2027. Okay, so anyway, what else do they have to say? He says what this amount of money is basically is an important indicator. In a sense, will stimulate the aspect and focus and push of it, okay, because it's going to be moving in a direction, right? It says Iraq will be one of the countries that will advance in a digital banking environment that Iraq will occupy an important space, and the number of these banks in Iraq will be greater than neighboring countries. So it sounds like they have a big push to do digital transformation. It says the central bank, before starting to launch the round of licenses for digital banks, it conducted in-depth studies, and they see that the experiences of other countries intensively until we set the rules and controls necessary to license these banks. So they basically watched, studied, waited, and learned. And now they have established, it looks like, a set of rules and controls to be able to license these banks. So that's very powerful. And I think they were talking between, it says the CBI has studied in the playing field and drafted over 70 banks for tryouts, if you will. Okay, they basically are going to pick the best players for Iraq's new digital banking system, and Iraq's going cashless, not no cash, but just cashless, and they have the best tools that are going to be used. Basically, today it looks like it's going to be the beginning of a digital, and Iraq's new digital stadium to be opening up. It's almost like a baseball game, with the future before them, and the future in the whole digital world is coming to fruition. And basically, the world leadership in finance and banking will be in support of Iraq's new team. So they have new banks coming. They also have the consolidation of some banks, the government banks, the private banks associations involved in all of this. It's big. So there's a launch of the electronic payment conference that's ongoing today Saturday, and tomorrow Sunday. Basically, the conference is towards what? Financial stability in Iraq. And some of the names that they dropped were big. Some of the names they didn't tell you about is interesting, because they're openly talking about international businesses, but they're not exposing who they are. You might have to guess, because you can imagine that with the likes of the companies that they already have, there's probably some big companies in the background that may just very well need to be, sort of hush-hush, if you will. The activities electronic payment conference towards financial stability in Iraq, so it began today. The news, basically, the slogan that they've been using is enhancing financial stability in Iraq. It's under the supervision of the central bank, so Al-Alaq's definitely involved in this. It says in cooperation with the Association of Banks, so that's probably the private banks too. The conference was attended by representatives of relevant Iraqi ministries, governors of foreign central banks, so there's many central banks involved, that's pretty big, diplomatic missions, international institutions operating in Iraq. So international institutions has my attention. Information technology companies, okay, electronic payment companies, banks and international financial institutions, in addition to Iraqi and foreign private banks operating in Iraq. It's a big lineup, you guys. That's powerful information. With this lineup in attendance, an electronic conference today noted in above, the line noted in below, what I have below here is interesting as well. I'm going to show you that there's an interesting time frame, is because tomorrow is Muhammad, the Prophet, birthday tomorrow. But they have, and will show, like right now, in the presence of al-Sudani, the central celebration on the occasion of the anniversary of the birth of the Prophet began at al-Qura Mosque. And when was that? Saturday the 14th, September 2024. So basically, tomorrow's his birthday, but they have a celebration, and there's pictures of al-Sudani with all the respected people in the mosque today. And that is big. So the celebration on the occasion of the anniversary of the birth of the Prophet began in Al-Qura Mosque in Baghdad under the patronage, attendance by who? Prime Minister Muhammad Shia al-Sudani. So obviously they did something that important. They moved up that day. Instead of doing it tomorrow, they celebrated that today. And there's more of the financial side happening tomorrow. So is there a coincidence? I don't think so. I have a good strong feeling that they did it for a reason. I wouldn't be surprised if they had the blessing of al-Sistani involved. We'll see. The Governor Advisor e-governance application contributed to protecting public money and reducing corruption. So look, when you guys go to an environment with the digital electronic platforms, you guys got to realize the technology is changed. It's different, okay? They're going to be using new technology. And if you think of new technology, what is that technology? You're going to know that there's probably a component to what they call blockchain. And we've talked about that. They don't openly talk about it today in this particular context, but what they do talk about is that the components that are about blockchain, they do talk about that. They just don't tell you what companies are involved in it. And I'm not sure why, other than it's a very sensitive matter. So let's see. It goes, Prime Minister's representative, the financial advisor, Mohammed Saleh, we all know who he is, said at the Electronic Payments Towards Financial Stability in Iraq conference, so obviously he's there, which was attended by the correspondent news. On behalf of the Prime Minister, he goes on to say they give high appreciation to the International Payments and Banking Technologies Conference. So banking and payments technologies. So some of those big international companies that are involved are going to be probably helping to facilitate Iraq's transformation. Iraq is currently witnessing in the field of developing digital payments in the current information age and contributions to enhancing financial stability in the country. It says digital developments are one of the most important infrastructures protecting the national economy from external shocks and ensuring savings in the financial system, including banks, financial institutions, and the financial and banking markets in general in the country of Iraq. It's indicating that the great boom in electronic payment systems that Iraq is witnessing and the economic transformation is based on cash and its risks. The vision policies launched by the government in implementing e-governance, return to speed up public collection, protect public money, reduce corruption, because it's one of the most important systems for the transition from cash to digital payments in an accelerated manner. That is telling you, like I said, you got to realize what's fast. There's technology out there that's really super fast. It's almost to the point where they're going to be having instantaneous payments cross-border, 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24/7, no blackouts. That's the type of fast that they're going to be talking about. So, His Excellency, the President of the Arab Monetary Fund, he's there. Remember that blockchain stuff? who owns the who owns the Buna platform, the Arab Monetary Fund? What does it have behind it? It's got a blockchain component to it. Clearing digital currencies, we all know about that. We've talked about that in our room. I think we could probably show that there's some big banks, some of the biggest banks in the world. We're talking about clearing through that platform, the Buna platform. I think if you guys look in our room and you do a search on it, you'll find that JP Morgan Chase Bank was one that is involved in that. That is in our room, okay? We confirm without a doubt that development is important for integration into the global economy. So they're going to be taking Iraq into the global economy, which is essential for digital diversity and an important part which encourages the flow of foreign investment to the country, our country, development, innovation, e-commerce, and the digital development in Iraq. I don't know what to say, you guys. That's powerful. We're talking about the Arab Monetary Fund, which is the president. You know, you realize the Arab Monetary Fund is fully aware of what Al-Awlaq's capabilities are. I mean, Al-Awlaq has been at the top, okay? Big time. The Excellency, the president of the Arab Monetary Fund, is quoted to be saying effectively that Iraq is seemingly past the development part of the integration into the global economy, and that it is essential for diversity for Iraq. In doing so, as it will encourage foreign investment into Iraq, where it will be a part of the future development, that innovation, e-commerce, and digital transformation that is underway. The AMF, like I just said, owns the Buna platform, one of the digital solutions that will be used in regional area for clearing and settlements of digital cross-border payments in what? Foreign currencies. It's not surprising to see so many people in attendance this weekend in Iraq, especially when I said that they decided to celebrate Muhammad's birthday a day in advance. They've never done that before. They have never done that before, not that I'm aware of. In this particular one, it says Al-Sudani's advisor, Iraq is witnessing an economic transformation and a big leap with the spread of electronic payments. It says Iraq is witnessing a big leap through the spread of the use of the electronic payment cards after its economy was based on cash payments. Bye-bye cash, they're going to do a lot less cash. So this great leap in number of electronic systems Iraq is witnessing from a shift from a cash-based economy to stimulating a great leap through spreading the use of electronic payment cards. Saleh is on to say the digital policies launched by the government a year ago are the most important issues brought by the government program in implementing e-governance to protect public money from corruption. Sounds like a little bit of blockchain there. Paying attention. Transparency. The ISCUDA system rings a bell. That popped into my head. Blockchain oriented. Everything's going digital. It's going to be an interesting ride, everybody. One of the most important effects of this governance is determining the efficiency of payments, thus shifting from cash to digital payments on an ongoing basis and advancing electronic collection. Okay, so there you have that. Basically what they're saying is the digital transformation is here and it's only growing, it's only going to go and grow and grow in totality. The meetings that are ongoing are packed with many that are from all over the world and of significant importance. The country is going to be a part of the global financial system and will be an integral part of it too. It will be literally an integral part. When they're shifting from a cash economy to a digitized cashless economy is going to need to have what? Everybody, same music. Article 8 compliant currency on an international global Forex market. That's what we should expect. We literally should at any time as far as I'm concerned. I would not be surprised that everyone attending this conference is fully aware of what I just said. I believe that they would probably, at this stage of the game, have to be fully aware of what's up. Powerful days indeed this weekend we have. We got more to come tomorrow. Basically, another media basically seems to leave out who are these people that are coming in some of these countries, companies too. Why are they not talking about it? I think maybe it's probably because some of the information that they would bring to the table would be highly sensitive, and it would probably have effects around the world and possibly markets. And so therefore they keep that kind of stuff quiet until it's necessary, right? Arab Monetary Fund. We talked about the Buna platform. Well, I'm not going to talk about the Buna platform, but their article out today that says we are working with Iraq to build national financial strategies. The need to work with Iraq to build a national strategy through well-known and technical programs. It goes on and says that the good design of payment systems and ensuring environmental control between them with their interconnection with other systems such as credit systems would enhance the efficiency of digital transformation and opportunities for economic growth, indicating that the digital transformation is a fundamental factor in reshaping the banking sector and in the Arab region. What is heartening, the gentleman says, he says the central bank governor regarding working on many of these aspects, that is, which having a tight regulatory framework is crucial to enhancing digital innovation as governments and should focus on equal opportunities, ensuring the regulations are consistent to reduce risks, et cetera, et cetera. They go on to talk about the amount of money that's going to be pushing through this. It's in the, they already do in digital transformation about 115 billion US dollars a year, and now they're pushing towards, by 2026, they'll be doing 325 billion. They're talking about mobile phones, digital networks, deposit operations, digital identities, including electronic fingerprint systems, on and on, guys. It's big. It's going to be phenomenal. And I think basically what we can say is that the digital transformation is on the table in Iraq, and it's open for global attendance. And I think it's going to get global attention. And I would say that in the coming days, if not sooner, you're going to see some more powerful information. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the results are for tomorrow. So it says the central bank electronic payment systems have contributed to enhancing Iraq's compliance with anti-money laundering. Perfect. The governor of the central bank said that the world's focus today is on implementing compliance rules in combating money laundering and the safety of banking operations, the safety of society, the safety of the economy, internal and external banking relations, and others. Al-Alaq points out when talking about electronic matters, the application is easy and possible, and therefore the level of compliance is much better than the usual traditional operations, rather faster and more accurate, and provides a complete detail of operations. That right there tells me that that's where I get the idea that they have blockchain-oriented systems and technologies ready to go and in place, been tested, and are proud to say that they're moving on to it. They don't just tell you which ones. But they alluded to, because they work with certain companies, Timanos comes to mind. They work with Ernst & Young. They work with all these other companies. They work with sustainable development companies. You see the company called GIZ from Germany is in town. I mean, you guys, it's just amazing. Iraq is basically embracing what sounds like, to me, blockchain. But today, for instance, like using personal cards, we have complete and direct analysis. This is Al-Alaq talking in a question-like manner. Where they take place, question. What type of operations are taking place, question. Do they comply with compliance standards, sources and funds, etc., question. Well, in the process of analyzing data, it's possible to give us important results and redirect matters in a way that does not represent any type of fraud or hacking. So he's basically saying we have a process, we have a new technology that we can alleviate all of those things. They can take care of compliance, where's the funds coming from. They can analyze the data fast and furiously, and they can see the results, redirect things, and basically if there's fraud, they have the ability for artificial intelligence tools, machine learning, all of those things are new technologies that are out there. Iraq is embracing what I believe is blockchain technology. That's what it appears it looks like, right? Blockchain systems do have the capabilities that he's talking about. And so by all of that, blockchain technology, AI, all of those things, they seem to fit the bill right now. I think that's where they're at. And I think I'm just going to leave it at that for this afternoon. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. But everybody, just know that what we're seeing and witnessing is basically something we've never seen before, and not at this level in these meetings today. And some fascinating coincidences that we saw. where they moved the Prophet Muhammad's birthday for tomorrow. They celebrated it today with al-Sudani. So obviously something's afoot. And I think it's a powerful time frame for us to see something different with Iraq. They're talking about Iraq, literally, you guys, going global and to the international financial system. And with that, that has responsibility. And that responsibility will be defended by the central bank. And that responsibility is to have a stable exchange rate and to provide commerce through the country, in and out and across borders, and with efficiency and transparency. So basically, that's what they're going to have, and that's what they're doing. And they're looking to be no stopping it. I think it's just brilliant, you guys. So enjoy. And by the way, if you like my content, hit that like button and subscribe. And please, if you like that content enough, we have those 3 venues. We have PayPal, we have Venmo, and we have Zelle. Easy links. Tap those if you can. Much appreciated. Helps keep the lights on. Takes care of Samson. All the worker bees. You know, it's what we do. Take care of you. You know. Have a great day. Once again, guys, don't forget to hit that like button if you like this content. Subscribe to the channel or join us at the Militia Man and Crew Patreon community for even more exclusive content. You can also donate to this channel by hitting the links in the banner to help keep this page up and running. Your generous support is greatly appreciated, as always. Much appreciated. Thank you so much and have a great day.